Hi, Dash. Question for you. Sensei told me you need to take Sen more, but I have no idea what is Sen.
I know. Sen is a kind of tricky part, especially for beginners. But I'm going to break down one of the most critical concepts in this martial art. Sen. It's more than just a strike. It's a mindset, a strategy, and a way of life. Let's dive in and discover how to master the art of striking first. Imagine a world where a single moment can decide everything. A world where precision and timing are everything. In the ancient martial art of Kendo, there's a concept known as Sen. It's not just about striking first, it's about anticipating, reacting, and dominating. Join us as we delve deep into the mysterious world of Kendo and uncover the secrets behind mastering Sen. Sen, simply put, is to attack before your opponent. It's a fundamental concept in Kendo that refers to the mindset and stance of taking the initiative to strike first and win. It's not merely about speed, but also about timing, precision, and a deep understanding of one's opponent. While it's true that striking first is a key element, the concept of Sen involves a mental and spiritual element, going beyond the physical act of striking. So, there's a much deeper meaning to Sen in Kendo. The term seizing the initiative, or Kisen wo seisu in Japanese, refers to the ability to anticipate your opponent's actions and strike first. It's about sensing the subtle cues your opponent gives before they make a move and capitalizing on that moment, perceiving a moment of vulnerability in your opponent and exploiting it. It's about reading your opponent's mind and striking before they can react, because it greatly influences the outcome of a match or encounter. By attacking first, you can seize the initiative and gain a more advantageous position. Taking the initiative allows you to dictate the pace and rhythm of the encounter. Additionally, taking the initiative can also put psychological pressure on your opponent. This psychological advantage can often lead to victory. Let's explore the three fundamental types of Sen in Kendo. I'll examine each type in detail, providing real-world examples to enhance your understanding. Sen no Sen is the art of sensing your opponent's intentions and striking your opponent before they even have a chance to move. It's like reading their mind and attacking the moment they think, okay, I'm going to strike. It's about striking at the very core of their intention. It is the most respected and highly evaluated in promotion examinations because it is a technique that attacks the opponent's mind and wins. This is an example of Sen no Sen, launching a Tobikomi men or Dabana men attack just as your opponent commits to striking your men. Sen no Sen involves launching an attack based on your opponent's movement. You predict their actions and strike at the exact moment they become vulnerable. It's about taking the initiative and aggressively pursuing your attack with the mindset of, I'll strike as soon as you move. This is an example of Sen no Sen, striking a men immediately after your opponent retreats, or shikakewaza, such as harai kote. Although at first glance, the two techniques Sen no Sen and Sen no Sen may appear to be the same, They differ in terms of whether the opponent's mind is engaged or not. Sen no Sen is a technique that captures the moment when the opponent is fully motivated and ready to attack, whereas Sen no Sen is a technique that strikes before the opponent is ready to attack. Sen no Sen is a technique that responds more actively to the opponent's movements. Sen no Sen is an advanced technique that reads the opponent's mind. Go no Sen refers to countering your opponent's attack. You evade their strike and then launch a counter-attack, utilizing their momentum to generate more power. If you respond when the opponent strikes, you will lose. So always keep attacking with your Sen that you are the first to strike, and Go no Sen is to take the initiative to attack the opponent. This is an example of Go no Sen, parrying your opponent's men strike, and then striking their duo such as Kaishi Duo. We've explored the three types of Sen in detail, but let's take a different approach to understanding them. By breaking down an opponent's movements into slow motion, we can better visualize each type of Sen. In the following diagram, the blue portion represents the opponent's mental process, and the orange portion represents their physical movement. Observation and judgment. The opponent closes the distance, Mai, and analyzes the situation, deciding how to attack. Decision making. After deciding to attack, they determine their target and what technique to use. Initiation of strike. The moment the strike begins. Strike in progress. The opponent is executing the strike. Completion of strike. The strike is completed and the opponent enters the zanshin. Sen no Sen targets the exact moment between decision making and the initiation of strike. Sen no Sen targets the exact moment the opponent's body begins to move. Go no Sen involves reacting to the opponent's strike in progress and utilizing their momentum. Let's delve into specific training methods to master each type of Sen. Training with a proactive mindset. Continuously practice attacking with the mindset of always being one step ahead, as called Sen no Kigurai. Mai, distance training. Practice being mindful of the distance between you and your opponent. Consider at what distance your opponent is most likely to strike and experiment with different striking timings. Datotsu from Isoku Itsuto, striking from a stable stance. Train to strike from the Mai of Isoku Itsuto without taking a step forward, always maintaining a ready-to-strike position. Keiko for Shikake Waza. Practice initiating attacks to strike your opponent in response to their movements. There are various types of initiative techniques, including Ippon Uchi no Waza, Renzoku Waza, Harai Waza, Maki Waza, Debana Waza, Hiki Waza, Katsugi Waza, Katate Waza. Uchikomi Keiko. Practice striking in accordance with your prediction of your opponent's actions. Observe and watch your opponent. Practice a wide-angle gaze as Enzano Metsuke, focusing on your opponent's face to predict their movements just before they strike. Yakusoku Keiko, pre-arranged practice. Practice responding, counter techniques by having your partner strike in a predetermined manner, allowing and training your body to react accordingly. Oziwaza Keiko, counter technique practice. Practice parrying or redirecting your opponent's strike while maintaining a stable stance to deliver your own counter strike. There are various types of counter techniques: Nuki Waza, Suryage Waza, Kaishi Waza, Uchiotoshi Waza. Mentality for Sen, taking the initiative. Proactive stance. Always be aware of your opponent and ready to attack at any opportunity. Maintain a mindset of dominating the match. Maintain calmness. Avoid rushing and make calm, rational judgments. Confidence. Believe in your techniques and attack aggressively. Strategies for utilizing Sen in matches. Identify opponent's habits. Through practice and matches, learn to recognize your opponent's tendencies and characteristics. Adapt Sen to the situation. Choose the appropriate type of Sen based on the match situation. Psychological warfare. Put psychological pressure on your opponent to induce mistakes. Taking the initiative, Sen, is a fundamental aspect of Kendo. By synchronizing your mind and body and consistently practicing with a proactive mindset, you can elevate your Kendo skills. Let's review the key takeaway of Sen together. Seizing the initiative. Sen is about taking control of the match by striking first. Anticipation. Successfully anticipating your opponent's actions is crucial for executing Sen effectively. Control. Mastering Sen requires a high level of control over your body and mind. Mastery. Through consistent practice and dedication, you can achieve mastery of Sen and elevate your Kendo skills. I encourage you to apply these insights to your daily practice. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show some love by hitting that like button and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to me. Feel free to leave a comment below. I'll do my best to reply to everyone. I'm always looking for ways to improve my content and connect with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.